After so many years, and Packer fans in particular, wishing, wanting, and hoping for it to happen, the day finally has come. Head coach Mike McCarthy and the Green Bay Packers organization have parted ways, fired defensive coordinator, longtime defensive coordinator, Dom Capers. Yes, in case you forgot, some of you that aren't Packers fans or aren't familiar with the NFC North, Dom Capers, yes, that Dom Capers, still was a defensive coordinator in the National Football League. Can you believe it? I know. And it's weird because this is one of these things where you look at it from the outside looking in, and you wonder if Dom Capers had pictures of Mike McCarthy humping goats, or knew something about him being a harasser, or a sexual assault type of Me Too type of guy. I don't know. I'm just throwing crap out there because the point I'm getting at is it made absolutely no sense after all these years that Dom Capers, who the game had clearly passed by at least 5, if not 7 or 8 damn years ago, was still a defensive coordinator in the National Football League. And I understand there's something to be said about chemistry and familiarity, and that goes for the players, that goes for the coaching staff. And I understand there could be a comfort level that Dom Capers wasn't the type of guy that was going to try and undercut Mike McCarthy. He wasn't going to be the guy that was going to be campaigning for a head coaching job. Capers had been there, done that, and he was content with his role as the defensive coordinator. And I understand from Mike McCarthy that there might be appeal there. However, at this point in time, you have Aaron Rodgers, and believe me, as a Bears fan, I know absolutely nothing about having an elite football quarterback. Absolutely nothing about it. I know about elite busts and elite wasted talents at the quarterback position, but I would know nothing about having somebody elite at that position. And the Packers have been blessed over the past 2.5 decades to go from one first ballot Hall of Famer in Brett Favre to another one who's even better than him in freaking Aaron Rodgers. So I understand why so many Packers fans have been waiting for this for so long, because as you look at the offense, you score all these points and Rodgers does all these incredible things as a passer, as a quarterback, and you look at the defense and it's substandard to mediocre to flat out at times piss poor. It seems like Dom Capers is trying to sit there and still coast off of the zone blitz that everybody's been using for 20 damn years. He's still running those same middle blitzes that don't freaking work. A guy that doesn't get more out of his talent than other people could. And a lot of Packers fans, it's funny, I can feel it. It's on the one hand, you're happy because you're like, finally, this freaking happened. Dom Capers was shown the door after so many years. What took so long? But then on the flip side, it probably pisses you off to where you might want Mike McCarthy to be next out the door, because you say to yourself, you only get so many opportunities with a franchise elite quarterback. And as an organization with the Packers for the past 2.5 decades, you've been really, really spoiled, first with Favre and now with Rodgers. But you also know, as spoiled as you have been, that time can end at any point. And you know that you only get so many of those years, so the last thing you want to do with a guy the caliber of Rodgers, who is arguably the best quarterback in the game today, is to waste seasons with him. And it feels like since they won that Super Bowl in the 2010 season, for a lot of that time, the Green Bay Packers have wasted the peak of Aaron Rodgers' career, in large part due to an ineffective defense led by a defensive coordinator who should have been long since shown the door, who the game had clearly passed him by. And for the Packers, I'll say this, Packers fans, if the reports about Vic Fangio coming up there are true, your defense is about to get better, and it's about to get better in a hurry. I don't know if it'll ever be elite, but it will be better, and that may be good enough. But then you wonder, Rodgers, with his broken collarbone, or shoulder injuries, his collarbone injuries and such, does it get to a point in time where you've missed that window of opportunity? You've let too much time go by. Maybe, maybe not. So I understand totally why Green Bay Packers, on the one hand, are completely elated with the firing of Dom Capers, because honestly, it should have happened several damn seasons ago. And it most certainly should have happened last year, if anything else. But it's finally happened. But at the same point in time, you look back and you say, with a more capable defensive mind, could you have won another Super Bowl or two? Or at least made it to another Super Bowl or two with Aaron Rodgers as your franchise elite quarterback? And perhaps you could have. Maybe, maybe not. But you have to wonder. So it's a weird thing for Packers fans, I feel like. On the one hand, you're really happy. And on the other hand, you're really pissed off because you feel like you wasted a lot of time. And I frankly can't blame you. And for all people, Dom Capers, ugh.